Hello aviators, welcome back to the video. I'm Mr. Alex and you can call me Mr. Alex. And I'm a bit tired today. I'm honestly very tired. Anyway, this is the update video over Eastern Airlines, and the funny thing is I'm flying Eastern on project flight today, just to base off of the video today. Let's gonna get started. Let's gonna get away from the gate, and let's actually turn off the sound. I don't think y'all can hear the sound anyway, but the plane is actually extra loud. Um, So, about Eastern Airlines, um, my devs or staff and I are currently a bit over busy than we had thought we were going to be. We have been offline a lot more than we expected, so the the start of building of our first airport is now been postponed, which is sad about that. Um, And if you are looking to join in and become a passenger or a staff member within Eastern Airlines, you are welcome to join. Just comment down below, or the Eastern Airlines server link will be in the description probably. And it's not guaranteed that it will, but because the game is not made just yet, but you are able to join and wait in the queue waiting for our first inaugural flight, which is out of Kansas City. We're going to get some slight changes from this. Our first airport is actually going to be changed up to 4 MCI. I'll be removing a few destinations because we have not started on it yet, and so there's no point on having it now. So I actually want to make a few changes to it. So actually, our number one hub will be Kansas City International Airport, um, with destinations like Miami or San Diego, LAX, etc. Not saying those will be destinations, but just for example, those could be. Um, I will say that I'm really hoping that this server will grow. It's just that sometimes I can be a little bit impatient, so the past servers I've tried to make ending up being failures since the fact that no one wants to help out. I made videos, I've asked people if they can help, and I've gotten no answer. And uh, I've operated, and the reason why I became so lazy is why I kind of went to Project Flight and PTFS at the same time, for an airline because I got no one to help me to make an airport, which very much sucks. And um, and when I do have the time, which is going to be in the summer, I learn myself how to actually make a proper game with coding and etc. So that way it will take some time myself, but I will be able to make my own game without having to ask people constantly, which is quite nice. But hopefully this time with Eastern, I have slightly more confidence than the one with Delta and Allegiant. Although I will be having a small meeting discussion with someone that has assets of an airport already. That I know that sounds pretty lazy, I understand, but the airport that they have is Atlanta, and that's one of Delta's hubs. But since I kind of already redecorated the whole thing, the airline, I don't want to waste my Robux just to decorate with Eastern on it is now useless. And also not to mention the fact that I'm already in a Delta Rev and I don't want to make a copy. I don't want to do that at all. Because then it's not really fair at all. So I think I might just stick with Eastern. Although there are some airlines that are out there that do actually fly IRL with Atlanta. Like you have Southwest, Spirit, Frontier, and some international airlines like British Airways, um, and more. Probably Qantas, probably not. I think Qantas goes up to I don't know, like New York or Texas, whatever. I'm not sure, but Delta is the main one for Atlanta. But I think I'm going to continue with Eastern because Eastern is a private or kind of a private airline of today's Eastern. But in the past Eastern, it has been an actual regular passenger airline service with international flights. You're able to book on their actual website. But because now I've been told that the Eastern of today is not Eastern Airlines, it is owned by a different company. Um, I guess I will agree on that a little bit. I know that today's Eastern is not the same as the past Eastern because it is a private company, while the past Eastern was not. It is the public. But it still is technically Eastern, as today's Eastern still has liveries of the old Eastern Airlines. Also, they have a timeline on the Eastern Airlines website, the actual one, the real Eastern Airlines. They have a timeline of how it works. So it's hard to tell if they're the real one or not. But you just have to just like contact their booking email and then you book their flight from there. But they're a private company, so again, you have to contact them directly. They don't have an official booking website, sadly. I wish they did, because that'd be nice. They also have a brand new logo. It's not like this little hockey stick or whatever. It's really, it's 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 not a logo you would expect or expect expect. My dyslexia just kicked in. Just look up Eastern Airlines, not China Eastern, Eastern Airlines, and you're gonna find this yellow, blue, and navy blue colors of a tail. It looks really, really cool and dynamic. I really like it. The colors are pretty nice for a plane. Their main aircraft is the 767s and 777 and the 737. Um, I'm not very sure on the variation of the aircraft specifically, but I know they fly those three specific type of aircraft, which within with my Discord server, they'll also be handling the 777, 76, and 73. Because my airline, because the Eastern of this Discord server is operated with Eastern Airlines and Eastern Air Express. The 737 is operated by the Eastern Air Express version, and that base and the hub for that part of the airline will be in Miami, because that is one of their bases. But Eastern Airlines one that's not Express, uh, the regular Eastern Airlines base or hub will be Kansas City, and probably some other ones as well, because that's not the only one. But I'm not guaranteed to be making every single one of them because I that's too much work for me, and I can only gonna make like a few destinations, and and just copy assets and make other ones. I'm trying to do something similar, kind of like with the Delta server, because I think something realistic like that can really make a server be more populated and have more flights than you like have like more flights, and I think it's just realistic like that. So I'm trying to see something like that right now. It might be not as realistic right now, but as I continue, hopefully people will continue to join, so that way I won't lose the confidence of wanting to keep the airline, because I really want to make the airport or to make the game much more realistic. Of course, not really realistic right now, but it's gonna get better as we progress to with Eastern. But let's see, the video is at about 9 minutes. Okay, and we're actually going to go to London Gatwick. Um, going to 6,000 here. Um, there is currently, and I guess there's also another one lazy thing. This kind of came up a little bit, hoping I'm able to buy it. Is that the Project Flight moderator on TikTok? It has been making the Kansas City International Airport, which is very surprising because Kansas City is not very popular. Um, somehow it is now. Not many people actually talk about the airport because everyone's mainly on the bigger airports like San Diego, uh, Seattle, LAX, San Francisco, uh, JFK, LaGuardia, Newark, Atlanta. Miami, Dallas, Fort Worth, uh, Denver, Colorado, Chicago, O'Hare, Minneapolis, Cincinnati, and so on. And Kansas City being one of the medium type airports that's barely talked about. Which is why I'm very surprised to see a project flight moderator to be interested to build the Kansas City International Airport. Now I did have commented if I could, and I'm really interested in it, and he should continue building it because I will say that the Kansas City Airport has 2 floors and there are 2 concourses. Yes, 2 concourses. There used to be 3, but now there's 2. Concourse A and Concourse B. I probably won't be adding Concourse. Well, I'm not technically going boarding at the Jet Bridge because Eastern doesn't do that in real life. They have their own area at the airport itself. But I mean, I might do that with Eastern Air Express because there's more 730s at the gate, which is more realistic, I guess. Eastern doesn't go to the terminal, but just to have Jet Bridge, it makes sense to book and to go through security. I'm probably gonna do that and have it at Concourse A or B. I'll have to think that out. But hopefully Jet Bridges will work because that's the project flight moderator, and hopefully they will work. And why did I get pinged? Uh, damn, jealous. But anywho, um, yet again, I'd like to say that the current game that we're trying to make is currently postponed, and will be changed from the airport we're trying to make right now, which is still not in progress just yet. Will change to the Kansas City International. Although, like I said, Project Flight Moderator is currently building it. I'm gonna have to rethink my strategy of what airports to make at a time. Um, Most likely our #1 airport that's we made first is probably the Atlanta, since someone already has the assets for it. It's Of course making game is gonna take process. I understand that. It's just nice that someone already has the assets of one airport, and that is Hartsfield Jackson Atlanta International Airport. There we go. That's a long airport name, but anywho, um, and I mean that is a bit lazy, but I'm also planning to make airport announcements and aircraft announcements. Um, I've also been came to someone had talked to me came to a suggestion saying that once Eastern is made, we can make a group of an airport specifically for airlines to, like other airlines to partner up, join the airport part of it, and use the same game to make it more populated of the airport. Now, I did complain about that with airlines not doing so before in the past on like almost every single Delta video I've made. I did have talked about that during our landings every single time, and it's kind of cool the fact that it's now being brought up uh, by someone, which is perfect. Um, Hopefully that plan is going to work out. It just depends on the airport itself. Like with Delta, Kansas City will work because Delta flies to Kansas City. Southwest, it will work. Any other airlines like Breeze or Avalo or any other small ones that are out there don't fly to Kansas City. I will list off the ones. Um, oh, hello Skill, just one moment, just so you know, I'm currently making a video, just so you know. Um, but anyway, viewers, just I mean, it's probably not gonna be. I'm not sure what the group is gonna be with other airlines gonna be in here, but the list of airlines that could be. I'm not sure if Kansas City would be the group for airlines to come in and join Be Ballistic, but there's Alaska, Allegiant American, Delta, Frontiers, Spirit, Southwest, Sun Country, United, And for some reason, Viva Airbus is on here, but I'm not gonna count it. That is a cool idea for airlines to come together all in one group to fly on one airport type game to make it more flights and populated. That's pretty sick. I like that idea. Um, but anyway, hello Skittle. Would you like to say hi to the viewers? Skittle, you want to say hi? Uh, I'm just telling the viewers about the update of Eastern Airlines and what is going to be changing upon Trello and stuff. Um, you can. I'm in Project Flight flying the Eastern 75. I'll be landing at London Gatwick shortly if you want to join me. And somehow this server got so busy when I joined a one-player server. Anywho, um, let's see. My video's at 16 minutes. So once I land, I'll end the video there. Um, oh, that, of course, that's right. I'm actually going to remove some of these tabs because I don't technically need them. Actually, I don't need you. Don't technically need you. I would have these two like already like there. Oh wow, would you look at that? Viewers, I apparently that the photos I took a while ago when I went plane spotting at Kansas City, all 5 photos I took were rejected. So it looks like Flight Radar 24 has bad taste because I took some really good photos. So they have bad taste on what they want. Literally. Ain't no way I'm 20 on server. That's gonna be way too many notifications. Um, hmm. But okay, I completely missed my approach here. I gotta turn the plane back around. So I was not paying attention. Anyhow, that's what I need to do. I'm going to appear here. Go to my slides and go here with Eastern Airlines. It does, but very rarely. It's usually the 767, and sometimes the 73, um, but we do have special um, like seat assignment, not assignments, but or assigned seating, whatever. Yeah, we have assigned classes because I Eastern doesn't really have like classes you can book because, like I said before, that Eastern is a private company. Um, so I kind of just made up my own kind of like Sky ones. Now, there's only one that's similar. No, there's two that are similar to Delta. There's Eastern 1 and Eastern 1 through 5. Those are similar to what Delta has, but I can only think of anything because Eastern has barely any information on them of how their flights work. So I'm just having to improvise. So we have Eastern 1, Eastern Sky, Eastern Cloud, and Eastern 1 through 5. And there are some jobs under here too. There's moderator, flight operations, ground operations, airport operations, developer, and there's our affiliates or affiliates. I don't know, whatever how you want to say it, and that's it. That's all what's in my slides here. But those are the classes, and if you want more information, I'll put the Discord server in the bio of or description of this video so you can join. Just let you know the game will not be worked on until the summer, but since I don't really got nothing to say, huh? No, my summer will start next month. Um, I was thinking like maybe like late May or June. It's gotta be like late May or June. It just can't be the start of July, cause um I'll be going on 2 trips. I'll be going on vacation and then I'll be up in Oshkosh for the first time. But once I let's see. Um Skittles, or anything you wanna add? Anything about Eastern, or is there anything you wanna say to the aviators or non-aviators, whatever who's watching this? Skittle, do you wanna add anything or say anything to the viewers? Mm, well, but that is it for this video, I guess. As I'm trying to focus on landing, I'm not gonna show the landing because I can't technically multitask when it comes to videos and doing this at the same time. But that is it for this video. Thank you for watching and explaining more information about Eastern Airlines. The next update will probably be around next month, about like late May, like I said, with their starting the airport and whatever and so on. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Mr. Alex, and you can call me Mr. Alex, and I'll see you in the next aviation video with Delta. Bye bye.